Hello, my name is Revandi Chika Ottaviano, and today I will present you the final project sociolinguistic. And first of all, I will explain all the topics, and the one is locution, two is elocution, three percollocation, and the final is address form. The first is locution. The definitions, locution refers to the actual utterance and its literal meaning. The words, phrase, and grammar used in saying something. It is the surface level semantic and syntactic structure of a statement. In speech theory by G. L. Austin and further developed by John Searle, locutionary acts are one of the three components of speech art. Look at the example. Can you pass the south? So the locutionary act is the act of producing the sentence with its grammatical structure and conventional meaning, literally asking about someone's ability to pass the south. The sentence is literally the meaning. So the other example is like the utterance is the meeting starts at 8 a.m. So the illusionary act is the speaker is conveying factual information about a scheduled event. And this is a literal, declarative, and informative. But the statement can be seen as natural in most contexts. The tone and relationship can influence interpretation. Like in workspace setting, this may also imply a reminder of subtle reprimand depending on intonation. Relevance in sociolinguistics. In sociolinguistics, location is crucial because different social groups may interpret location differently depending on dialect, register, or education background. Moreover, certain location can signal social identity, like regional expression. The second is illocution. Illocution is the intended function or force behind an utterance. It refers to what the speaker means to do by making the utterance, such as a promising, commanding, requesting, warning, or apologizing. This is the illusionary act, the social or interpersonal function of the statement. Example, like, can you, the same example. Can you pass the salt? The illusion is requesting the salt, not asking about physical ability. Key point. The same locution can have different illusionary force depending on the context, intonation, and shared understanding. Another example is like you left the door open. Illusionary art is intended as a complaint or request to close the door, or it could be also function as a reprimand or a gentle reminder, depending on context and tone. This shows indirect speech are common in many cultures to maintain politeness or avoid confrontation. In some contexts, it might be seen as a rude or too direct, especially in Asian or Middle Eastern culture. The relevance is sociolinguistic illusion reveals social norms, power dynamics, and cultural values. For example, in some culture, indirectness, like It's called in here is a preferred location for requests, while in other, straightness in is more acceptable. The third is per location. The location is the effect of result that an audience has on a listener. It's about how the listener reacts emotionally, cognitively, or behaviorally. This is proportionate at the actual consequence of what is said. Same example. Can you pass this out? The per location could be the listener handling over the slow or even feeling annoyed in the tone was rude. Another example, there's a spider on your shoulder. The personal effect is the listener jumps, scream, or swat the spider. Or alternatively, the listener may laugh if they think the speaker is joking. Uh, Inside the emotional impact, illustrate how language can cause physical or emotional responses. But in some cultures, joking in this way may be considered humorous, while in other, it may be seen as inappropriate or alarming. And reference in social linguistics per location highlights the dynamic interactive nature of communication, especially in cross-cultural communication where the same utterance might have different perlocutionary effect based on cultural expectation. And the last is address form. Address form are the linguistic expression used to refer to or address someone, and they reflect social relationship, hierarchy, politeness, intimacy, age, gender, and status. This can include in titles. The example is Mr., or Doctor, or Professor. Fancy terms, example mom, uncle, grandma, honorific, example sir, ma'am, opa, bu, like that. Uh, Next is personal names like John, Maria, nickname or pet names, and pronouns, especially in language with TRV distinction like tu, vos in French or kamu, anda in Indonesian. Example, her name is Sarah Ali, but a student calls their teacher, Professor Lee, is a formal and respectful address form. A friend may call the may call she is a Sarah because her friend is her friend like that. Uh, Another example like praise your excellent. Uh, yes, the praise your excellent is used for a high-ranking official such as an ambassador or governor. It reflects formal hierarchy respect. This address form is used to show respect and protocol in diplomatic or official settings. Next is reference in social linguistics. Address form are a rich area for studying language and social identity, politeness, strategies, interpersonal distance, and linguistic relativity, or how language reflects social culture structure. And I that's all I have to explain, and thank you.